"Miss, let me help you." Sarah gently held the old man's arm as he struggled to cross the road. He looked up, his tired eyes filled with gratitude. "No one ever stops for an old man like me," he whispered. Sarah just smiled, unaware that this one small act was about to change her life forever. Hey everyone, welcome to Legacy Tales, where small acts of kindness lead to life-changing surprises. Stay till the end to witness a twist you never saw coming. It was a busy afternoon. Cars honked impatiently, and people rushed past without a second glance. But Sarah, a young waitress struggling to make ends meet, noticed the frail old man standing on the sidewalk. He looked exhausted, his hands trembling as he tried to step forward. Without hesitation, she rushed to his side. "Let me help you, sir," she said warmly, guiding him across the street. He moved slowly, gripping her hand for support. People walked past them, too busy to care. As they reached the other side, the man sighed in relief. "You're the first person who's helped me in years," he muttered. Sarah just smiled. "It's nothing, really. Have a good day, sir." She turned to leave, but the old man called after her. "Wait, what's your name, dear?" "Sarah," she replied with a friendly nod. The man just smiled. "Thank you, Sarah. More than you know." Sarah didn't think much of it. Just another ordinary day, another kind deed. She had no idea that her life was about to take a turn she never expected. That evening, Sarah returned to her tiny apartment, exhausted from her long shift at the diner. Bills were piling up, and despite working double shifts, she barely made enough to get by. She sighed, rubbing her temples, pushing away the stress. The next morning she woke up to a loud honk outside her window. Confused, she peeked through the curtains. A sleek, black limousine was parked in front of her building. The sight alone made her heart skip a beat. People on the street stopped and stared, whispering among themselves. Who could it be? Before she could even process what was happening, a sharply dressed man stepped out of the limo. He scanned the building and then looked directly up at Sarah's window. Then, to her shock, he started walking toward her door. Her heart pounded. Was this a mistake? Had they gotten the wrong person? A firm knock echoed through her small apartment. Hesitantly, she opened the door. The man, standing in a crisp black suit, gave her a polite smile. "Miss Sarah?" he asked. Yes," she answered, completely baffled. "I'm here on behalf of Mr. Alexander Williams. He would like to meet you." "Who?" she asked, utterly confused. The man's smile widened. "The gentleman you helped cross the road yesterday." Sarah's mind raced. That old man. Why would he send a limo for her? "Mr. Williams insists on meeting you personally. Please, if you'd be so kind as to come with me," the man said, gesturing toward the limo. Sarah hesitated. It felt surreal, but something inside her told her to go. Taking a deep breath, she stepped outside and followed the man. The moment she slid into the luxurious leather seat, she had no idea she was about to learn a secret that would change her life forever. Sarah sat in the limo, her heart pounding. The scent of polished leather and expensive cologne filled the air. She had never been in a car this luxurious before. The man sitting across from her remained silent, focused on his phone, as the vehicle glided smoothly through the streets. After a few minutes, the limo stopped in front of a massive estate. Sarah's eyes widened. The mansion before her was something straight out of a movie. Tall iron gates, a fountain in the middle of a circular driveway, and a garden that looked like it belonged to royalty. The door opened, and the same suited man gestured for her to step out. Nervously, she followed him inside. The grand hallway was lined with chandeliers and portraits, and at the very end of the hallway, sitting in a large, regal chair, was the old man she had helped the previous day. But this time, He was not wearing his worn-out sweater and struggling to walk. He was dressed in a sharp, three-piece suit, his back straight, exuding an aura of quiet power. "Sarah," he greeted, his voice warm but commanding. She hesitated, completely bewildered. "Sir, I don't understand. What is all this?" The old man smiled. "You see, my dear, I am Alexander Williams, the founder of one of the largest business empires in the country. But yesterday, I was just an old man in need." Sarah's breath caught in her throat. A billionaire? She had helped a billionaire cross the street? "You didn't know who I was," he continued, "yet you helped me without hesitation. In a world where people walk past without a second glance, you showed kindness without expecting anything in return." Sarah's lips parted, but no words came out. Mr. Williams leaned forward. "That kind of kindness is rare, and I believe people like you deserve more in life." Before she could respond, he reached into a drawer and slid a folder across the table. "Inside is a full scholarship to any university of your choice. If you prefer, I can also offer you a position in one of my companies, where you'll have the opportunity to build a future you deserve." Sarah's hands trembled as she picked up the folder. Her entire life, she had struggled, worked tirelessly just to survive. And now, out of nowhere, an opportunity beyond her wildest dreams was being handed to her. Tears welled up in her eyes. "I don't know what to say." Mr. Williams simply smiled. "Say yes, Sarah. And when you're in a position to help others, remember how a small act of kindness can change a life." At that moment, Sarah realized the truth. Kindness, no matter how small, had the power to transform lives. And that day, her life changed forever. Sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness lead to the biggest rewards. You never know whose life you're touching, or how fate might return that kindness when you least expect it. What did you think of this story? Let us know in the comments. Also, where are you watching from? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring stories.